am Smaran Singh from Jhelum House is going to speak on the topic what I want to be when I grow up. When I grow up, I want to be a scientist. I will make many things which will help in the future, like a flying car which will not cause traffic because nowadays there is many traffic on the roads. So it will help us. And when people are not able to live on Earth, I will find many planets in which we can survive. And the most important thing, there must be water and food on that planet because food and water is very important for us. I will make a smart book which will help us in our English and speaking. When we will open the page of that book and we will not able to read what is written there, a speaker will be there which will tell what the word is written there, and we will be able to what is written there and will improve our English and speaking.
Good morning to each and everyone present over here. Today I am Extempore and I am going to speak on the topic watching too much TV is bad for health. As we all know that we all love to watch TV, but we should not watch TV too much because when we will watch TV, our eyes will get affected by the harmful rays. And we should, when we watch cartoons and other channels, our mind will be affected and we want to be like this. So there are also many other channels which are very good to see. Let's know about it. First we can watch science channels. If we watch it, we will know about many experiments and we will gain knowledge. Second, we can watch Discovery. When we will watch Discovery, we can know about animals and their life cycle and their habitats. So there are many channels other which we can watch. Let's know that why we should not watch TV too much. Because if we will watch TV too much, our eyes will affect it then. So we should watch these types of channels. And we should watch a TV at limited time. We can watch TV at a time only half an hour. If we will watch more than half hour at a time, we know as our eyes will get affected. So watch TV at limited time. You all know that time is very precious. If we will watch cartoons and other channels, our time will get wasted and we will know nothing about. But when we watch Discovery, science channels, our time will be not get wasted and we will also gain knowledge. So be aware that what you are watching. If you are watching wrong, then not watch it and watch good things which you can gain knowledge. So be aware that what you are watching. Thank you.
Thank you, Pratishtha. Our last participant of
From our enemies. Our Prime Minister of India holds flag at Red Fort, New Delhi. Saffron color.
My favorite summer vacation. I have visited many vacations, but my favorite vacation is to visit my village. There are crops and animals. I go to fair, rivers and playground. My favorite day of the week, the gift given by the God as a day. The day to remind ourselves and worship. Yes, I am talking about the Sunday. It's the day to spend the time with the family and fun with them. On this day I wake up at 6 o'clock and then do exercise and meditation and go with the friends to cycling. And coming back I do breakfast prepared by my mother. It's so delicious. Then I go to drawing class with my friends to enjoy the drawing and after coming back I take a delicious lunch and then do and then sleep for a while. After waking up, I do self studies with my mother, and then I go to my relative's house. On Sunday, my relatives prepare good dishes. We all enjoy this dish together, and my mother was busy talking with my auntie, and my father is busy with the talking uncle. But I play games with my friends and also play video games. After coming back, I pack my school bags and sleep and go to bed. I think there was 2 Sundays in a week.
Express my views on the topic, my favorite holiday destination in India. We started our journey from Singrauli. We took a train to New Delhi. We bought some sweater and socks there. After that, we took a train to Simla. There we took a bus to the Manali. In between, we crossed the Atal Tunnel. This was so big. And when we reached there, we rested for the remaining day because we were so tired because of this long journey. On the first day, we gone to the Hidimba temple and worshipped the goddess Hidimba. After that, we gone to apple tree garden. We bought apple from the caretaker and ate them. They were so delicious. After that, we returned to Mall Road, take our dinner and return to hotel to sleep. On the next day, we gone to the Rohtang Snow Valley. I saw many big glacier of snow on the mountains. After that, we were lucky that there was a snowfall. We played in snow there. We did many activities and we got hungry so we ate hot Maggie there. And we returned to the hotel, and the third day we did many activities because this was the last day in the Manali. We did many activities like paragliding and river rafting near the Byas River. We gone to the Jagran Gurudwara, worshipped there and came back to the hotel. We took our luggage and gone to the bus station. We took a bus from there to Simla. After that, when we reached Simla, we stayed there for one day. We visited the Mall Road and the Jhakur temple there. There was a big statue of Hanumanji. We worshipped there and then came back to the hotel. We slept there, and on the fifth day we took the train and gone to the New Delhi. There I stayed with my cousins for 2 to 3 days. After that we took a train and returned to Singrauli. Overall, this experience was best in my life. I have done many trips, but this trip was best in my life.
I'm Advika of Ravi House. Today I'm going to share my views on the topic rainy season. Rainy season is a pleasant season. Sky becomes overcast and cloudy. Nature looks green and beautiful. People use raincoats and umbrellas. Rainy season is a boon for plants, animals and birds. Beautiful flowers bloom in the season. Farmers are happy as it helps in the growth of their plants. Peacocks dance and spread their beautiful wings. Beautiful flowers bloom in the season.
Is here to speak on the topic Independence Day. on 15 August in India every year. We hoist the national flag of India and feel the feeling of the struggle of India and our freedom fighters. We
Affection towards someone. Kindness is helping others without expecting anything in return. For example, Mother Teresa was a kind lady. She had needy and poor persons. She went to roadside and take the poor children and help them. I also have helped my friend once. She was running in corridors. She get hurt. Then I went to my class teacher, and she cleaned her injuries. And please also help us. They give us fruits, vegetables, medicine, and all other things. But they do not ask something for in return. Thank you.
My name is Deva Chaudhary. I study in class 5A. My topic is how can you be a better student? How can you be a better student? A better student is that who helps others and listen to teachers and be friendly and well behaved with others. If we want to achieve it, we should be obedient, good manners, confident, and be kind with others. We do not scared by hard situations. In order to become a better student, one should be motivate herself to learn new things. I will like to end my speech with the quote.
My name is Lakshya Tripathi. I am from class 5A, Satlaj House, and I am going to say few lines about my favorite festival. My favorite festival is Holi. It is also known as Festival of Colors. On this day, morning onwards, we can see colors and colors everywhere. Children play with watercolors, gulals, pichkaris, water balloons, and many more types of things. On this day, we eat gujia, which is the most tasty and delicious dish of this festival. Day before Holi, Holika Dahan is celebrated. Do you know why? I will tell it today. One day, a woman named Holika got a boon by Lord Brahma that fire can't burn her. But his brother Hiranyakashipu didn't like that.
Good friend. First you have to know who is good friend. A good friend is a friend who always helps you in your hard times. How to be a good friend? To be a good friend, you have to show the affection, love and caring to the other friend. A good friend always helps you in your hard times and good times. And always in your bad times too. A good friend will never hate you. A friend in need is a friend indeed. A good friend will always help you, and he or she is very caring and affection. Last but not the least, the only way to have a friend is to be one. Thank you and have a beautiful.
Their views very nicely. Their topics were good, of their level, and some of them really tried to present it so well. I like the topic. I don't know, remember the boy, but the one who presented my favorite destination in India or abroad. So well, he remembers all the things where he visited and he spoke very well. I personally like it very much. Now, I would like to call Ruma ma'am to bless the children.
Present over here. Most respected principal sir, the teachers, parents, students, and the participants. It was lovely watching you to perform on stage on topics though very dear to your life. You must have lived those things. The topics were very nice ones, and most of you tried to justify them quite well. It's difficult to speak impromptu. You have the topics, the teachers might have helped you, but you have not learned them by heart. So, somewhere here and there, you have committed either grammatical errors or whatever came to your thoughts, you couldn't put them in your words as much as you must have loved to. But quite many of you spoke very, very well. You spoke for quite a long period of time. And few of you were quite excellent ones, like Priyanka ma'am told. Others were also quite good. Whatever you have thought, you spoke it quite well. Considering the age group,
Witnessed the Inter-House English Extempore competition for Group B, and we are now going to continue further, and we begin with the participants of Group C now. Please listen to the participants carefully. As you all know, and this is on-the-spot competition, impromptu, where the children are given the topics on the spot. They have been preparing for the past 15-20 minutes without the help of anyone. So the topics, care has been taken that topics are according to their level, and let's see how they perform. So all the best to all the participants, and happy listening. I hope you all have brought your notebooks as you were instructed by your teachers to note down the topics.
My role model and I admire him or her. My role model is a person who make you inspired. My role model is my mother. She told me that how to cook without fire. She motivates me. She helped me in my studies. When I was in class 4, I got a high fever. At that time, I missed my schools for one month. At that time, no one of my friends was giving me the lessons which was there in the schools. At that time, my mother motivates me that you can do it. She helped me in that fever time, and one of my friends sent me the lessons, and my mother told me the one friend who stands with you in your bad time is the true friends. And from that day, I left my friends, those who can't help with me in my bad days, and my mother, I have got this headgear for my mother only, and she motivates me. She told that how you can do the self introduction and all that. So this was all about my role model and how I inspired by her. Thank you and have a nice day.
Happy and keep smiling forever. Respected principal sir, teachers, judges, parents, and all my fellow mates, a very good morning to one and all present over here. Myself Sarthak Srivastava from Chelam House, and I stand before you to express my views on an interesting topic, that is the advantages of outdoor activities over screen time. Well, what does come to your mind when we call the term outdoor activity? We think that a kid playing a football or cricket. Well, this is what comes into your mind, right? Well, outdoor activities have their fair share of advantages, such as they make us mentally prepared, they make makes us, they improves our immunity, they make us fit, they make us admirable. Utilizing time in a useful thing is called its usefulness. Utilizing time in a wasteful thing is called its waste. Screen time or spending time seeing mobile is a waste of time.
Give to your friend. Every time, a good friend is who don't gossip about him in his back and tell his mistakes, which he can correct and do much better than others. He is the one who is with me. I have a story which I have to tell to everyone, that I have a very good friend that gave support at my lowest time. He was my good friend. Like when I'm at my lowest time, like when he was at lowest time, I gave him, like when one teacher scolded him for nothing, I was with him, so he don't feel that he is alone and can't do anything. Every time you think, I share my topics with him so he can suggest me and I have a better idea. Every time I have a good friend. Thank you.
Laughter. It means that a word which expresses someone's gesture, emotions, happiness and joyfulness. The term laughter is the best medicine means. By laughing, we can prevent certain diseases like depression, anxiety, sadness, angriness and madness. Let's take an example. If someone got hurt accidentally, he or she becomes sad or angry. But someone who is strong and brave can overcome it and become happy, so that the pain of the wound stops. Another example is that someone who is failed in his exams, he or she becomes sad, or in rare cases someone who is failed get in depressions. The depression works as poison for human and
the better options because they help us to imagine us better. While reading, we get many innovative and inspiring ideas which we can use in our daily lives. It also helps us to boost our knowledge, vocabulary and understanding powers. Our teachers always say that reading books are our best friends. People like APJ Abdul Kalam, Sudha Murthy and Rabindranath Tagore have considered books as their best friends. While TV is the common enemy of our teachers and parents. While watching TVs, it may harm your eyes just like me, but TVs can also help to enhance your knowledge. Like TV channels like news channels, archaeological channels and geographical channels can help us to do that.
For you all to speak on a very important topic, the importance of good manners in our life. Good manners are very important in our life. They prepare us for our future. In my opinion, education is not only learning whatever it is written in our textbooks, but it is also our basic gestures toward each other. Manners are the basic ethics in our life. Suppose you are standing in a line and a person breaks that line, what will you think of that person? Definitely something bad. That how much rude he is. Very bad, very arrogant. So this will leave a bad personality of his in your mind. Manners reflect our personality. Society judge people on the basis of their manners. Mannerful people are accepted much than the person having no manners. Like I'm asking you all, whom would you make your friend? The one having manners or the one mannerless?
definitely the person having manners. So overall, manners tell that what type of person a guy is, and that's why they are important. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Raj.
Teachers and all my dear friends. Today I am Madhu Kumar from Ravi House going to present some lines on the topic what I want to become in future and how I will achieve it. Firstly, I want to become a soldier because I want to save my country citizens from terrorist attacks. I also want of my people of my country to live in peace. It's not merely a job, but it's an emotion and passion. I will do good studies to become a soldier, and I will even like to do difficult trainings because difficult trainings makes a man perfect. To other people, it's and patriotism. But to me, it's an opportunity to save my country citizens from other threats. So thank you and have a nice day.
The body retain its functions, its energy and its flexibility. Exercise can be done in many ways like yoga, workout, Zumba, etc. But what is the importance of exercise? Nowadays, we are living in such a lifestyle that people can't get time to do exercise. Adults, they are busy doing their work, their eyes glued to their screens. And at the end of the day, when they come back home, they are tired and they sleep. Students like us, they are really in tension and anxiety. How can they complete their portion, their syllabus when their midterms are coming? And people who are really young, they are suffering from serious diseases. Is this the lifestyle you want to live? Is this the lifestyle you deserve? Exercise helps us prevent from all of these. Exercise gives our body positive thoughts. Our mind is filled with good quotes and positive thoughts. But I would like to end my speech by asking you all, each and everyone sitting over here, try exercising today. You're going to embrace yourself as a new person. Thank you and have a nice day.
Visit and why? A place just doesn't remain a place when you have a lot of memories connected with it. It turns into an emotion. I have a lot of memories in my hometown in Dhanbad, Jharkhand. Growing up, I have always wanted to live in a metropolitan city or a city with a lot of attractions to offer. But now, I would give anything willingly to turn back to the old simplicity and feeling of home which cannot be found elsewhere. A vital part of my present self is the moral values of the people there and the kind and honest virtues of the people of Dhanbad have helped me turn into a better person today. The serenity of the place still brings back the valuable time I have spent there. When I was in 3rd grade, I had immense stage fear. My class teacher helped me overcome it and gave me enough confidence, which is why I am able to speak here. And when I was in 7th grade, my friends along with my teachers gave me the farewell I could have never imagined. I would give. Thus, I don't only wish to visit Dhanbad once again and live there forever. Thank you. To visit and why? A place just doesn't remain a place when you have a lot of memories connected with it. It turns into an emotion. I have a lot of memories in my hometown in Dhanbad, Jharkhand. Growing up, I have always wanted to live in a metropolitan city or a city with a lot of attractions to offer. But now, I would give anything willingly to turn back to the old simplicity and feeling of home which cannot be found elsewhere. A vital part of my present self is the moral values of the people there and the kind and honest virtues of the people of Dhanbad have helped me turn into a better person today. The serenity of the place still brings back the valuable time I have spent there. When I was in third grade, I had immense stage fear. My class teacher helped me overcome it and gave me enough confidence, which is why I am able to speak here. And when I was in 7th grade, my friends along with my teachers gave me the farewell I could have never imagined. I would give. Thus, I don't only wish to visit Dhanbad once again and live there forever. Thank you.
And all my lovely friends, today I am going to express my views on the topic honesty is the best policy. In first, I am to define honesty. Honesty is a word that describes the ethical values of a person and personality of a person. And like an example of honesty, like if someone's pen is lying on the ground and if you saw that pen and pick up that pen and after you return to its owner, then it is a honesty. And so now I am to tell you about a major difference between policy and principle. Like we all say honesty is the best policy. Why we all say policy? It can be a principle. Like the major difference is policy can be changed, but principle cannot be changed. Like many people break the rule of honesty, but only 1% of people break the rule of.
I'm here to express my views on the topic the impact of pollution on our environment. First of all, what is pollution? Pollution is a term that means to harm the earth. Pollution is rapidly increasing on the earth. There are many types of pollutions. For example, air pollution. Many industries are releasing smokes and CFCs which are mixing with the pure air and causing acid rain. Even these CFCs and greenhouse gases are affecting the ozone layer and creating ozone holes, through which UV rays, ultraviolet rays from the sun are falling on the earth, which is causing global warming. Now, how can we forget water pollution? Water pollution is rapidly increasing on the earth and it can be seen in all areas. We are affecting pure water by throwing waste in it and dirtying it. And many people, even animals, are drinking it. How can you forget about noise pollution? What about it? No, honking from cars, loudspeakers, these are all examples of noise pollution. How can you forget about land pollution? All people are using plastic bags and plastic utensils and then they are throwing it away. These plastic things can also refer to plastic pollution. But there are also many ways by which we can prevent this pollution. But how? There are many ways. First, afforestation. Planting more trees can reduce air pollution and noise pollution. And it will affect the environment in a nice way. And how about we can conserve water and stop throwing waste in it? This will be nice for our environment and many people can drink pure water. We can also collect water by many ways like water harvesting. We should also use electric cars as they do not release smoke and also they prevent noise pollution. So there are also many other ways in which we can prevent pollution. So what are you all waiting for? The other earth is in danger. Let us all prepare to save our mother earth. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Tanish.
Stands before you to address a topic of paramount importance, that is, the role of pets in life. Let me start my speech by giving you an account of my pet, Tito. When I was 12, I used to attend karate classes. Once, one evening, when I was returning from my karate classes, I saw an injured parrot lying on the sidewalk. I was so deeply saddened by the fact that no one was helping that parrot. I always carry a blue handkerchief with me. I took it, tore a small piece of it, and tied it along his injury. It was not enough to heal him completely, but it was enough to stop the blood flow. I took him home with me, and my mother nursed him to complete health. We took Tito and left for the forest. We saw a mango tree and released him, as that is where he belonged, not in the concrete jungles of the city, but in the serenity of the woods. As we were returning from the jungle, we did not know that along with us, a guest was also coming with us, who was Tito. As we returned to our house, we saw Tito standing on our doorsteps.
I saw one of the child of class 7. He spoke on the topic, laughter is the best medicine. And I felt to say something more about on the topic. He said it well, but I once tried my best to give on it. So, as we all heard the topic, laughter is the best medicine. By hearing the topic, you can understand that it is denoting that laughter is one of the most important thing in our life. Like when you are sad or you are feeling alone, you are angry, laughter is the one thing which can heal you. It doesn't cost anything. There are many ways you can you can laugh, and like whenever I feel alone, and there are many friends of me who just came here with me and make me laugh. This small acts are precious for anyone in their life, and I feel very well when someone without any greediness he or she makes me laugh, and it heals us a lot. Whenever you are alone, whenever you are thinking that there is no one in your life, then laughter is the one thing which can give you the best company in your life. And in the world of fake friends, I feel that laughness can't be seen, can't be heard, but it is something that it is a feeling which makes you feeling very good when you are alone. In the dark side, I felt that laughness is one. Whenever I feel.
And since that time, I'm experiencing online learning as myself, who has enrolled herself on various online digital programs like Ellen. I would like to tell you all about the thing that I experienced. Like online learning, if I start with the pros of it, online learning serves as a cherry on top. Like I would come to school every day and there I learn a lot of things from my offline teachers. But when I go home and then I think that this topic is not clear to me and I want to have something kind of revision type of thing, and last minute I'm not able to understand this, then I open my app, Byju's, or there's so many things, and then I learn from those things. And then because in many fields I say that when it is about the test, it is about the learning things last minute, because me and my friends have this, because in online medium you can revert back. Like if you're not understanding your thing, you can always go back to see that topic again and again until you are finished. But that doesn't happen in offline learning. More often, like we ask our teachers sometimes that please clear this doubt. So that in that field it is nice. But the interaction, like I'll say my history classes, it is full of debates. When our teacher enters and she teaches us our topics, then we debate a lot about topics, and that makes us offline learning lubricates our brain. It makes us know that yes, if I stand there in a class and speak about something, then I won't have the Google to actually go and type there and know about this topic in a minute. I have to use my brain. I won't have any extra thing to excel in my exams. I will have to actually study and think about that on my own. So that's something that online learning doesn't give us. But I've also seen like there are many children who cannot afford schools. Like there are RT system, I'll say, but there are some conditions in one's house that who can't come to school, they offer online learning, because then they only have to buy a phone and then they can have on YouTube, we have so many teachers. So in that criteria, in that situation, online learning makes us a lot more accessible to things that we are not in offline learning. But I'll also say that if I'm standing here in front of you all speaking about this topic, getting nervous, of course, but having this topic on my brain have having something to say about this topic is because of my interactions with my teachers and the learning that I get every day when I come to school, to learn something about myself, to be with my friends, to ask my teachers silly doubts, so that I can actually discover myself more and learn about the situations that I get to know every day.
That you, and you all have definitely listened about. That is, don't judge a book by its cover. Everyone must know what this proverb means. But if you don't, what are you doing in your life? This proverb means that you should never judge a person or an object by their looks. This proverb applies to everything, ranging from a person, an object, or even literally a book by its cover. This is a key life lesson that every parent or teacher must teach to their students. Because, let me give you an example. If you must think, what happens when you don't follow this lesson? I'll tell you personally, a person's looks are deceiving. You can't look from a distance at a person and say that this person is bad or good. Judging someone from a distance at a glance proves to be the way by which it creates misunderstanding between you two. It can cause people to misunderstand you yourself, and which can in turn lead to the person not liking you. Just looking and judging a person from a glance leads to misunderstanding of the person's true nature. Let me give you a few examples so you can gain clarity on this topic. Many millionaires and billionaires like to wear plain shirts and jeans, which don't really have any brandings or any flashy clothes. If you meet someone like that on the road, you might think, oh, this guy is poor. He doesn't really have anything. But in reality, they are billionaires who are worth much more than you. So you might lose an important opportunity by not talking to them. Second is in nature. In nature, animals like cobras try to enlarge the shape of the body so that they can, when they are in fear, they try to enlarge the shape of their body so they can fear off what they're afraid of. Animals who don't really have as much of knowledge as we do get afraid of the thing who is afraid of themselves, get afraid of the things and run away. But we are humans. We must understand that judging a thing by its looks is not really made for humans. A person may look like a beggar or a poor person, but in reality may be worth way more than you. So, I request you all to never ever judge a book by its cover.
Again, let us imagine a case where you are being taught to jump and learn on theory as well as practical. Much better, ain't it? A very serene morning to all of you present here. Myself Ashita from Jairam House, and I am here to present my views on the topic that if practical skills alongside academic education is important. I truly concur with this statement, and let me put up some points in order to uphold this statement. In schools and abroad, take up this topic and inculcate this practical knowledge from the beginning itself. On the contrary, if you ask a child in India what toolkits or way to apply it, he or she might not be able to answer that. I'm not trying to undermine anyone, I'm just trying to put forward my views, so pardon my French if you find it offensive. Do you know the reason why when we divide a number by 0 we get infinity? Or do you know what is the significance of infinity? You might not know that. You see, every coin has two sides. Everything has its pros and cons. But in this case, there's only advantages, only pros. Firstly, when we put up practical skills, it helps us to retain much better. And when you are asked to apply your knowledge, you are able to do that, not by taking so much time. You see, physics is the language or is the subject of understanding about the laws of nature. But if you ask me where to apply what, I might take some time, which is definitely not a good thing. So, in order to bring up the rear, I would just like to say that
if you are having curiosity, you will gain knowledge. If you are not having curiosity, you will not gain knowledge. Taking an example, if you have to go on a place, first you ask people how it is. You know more about that place. And when after that you go on a place, you check whether the things you have known is true or false. If not, you check more and more things about that place to gain knowledge. Now taking an example of your home. When our mother cooks food, we always have curiosity to know about it. We always go in kitchen and ask our mother how much time is going to take by food to cook, how it will be tasting like, what are the things which we are adding in it, and more.
Becoming a doctor, a cardiologist who serves the patients related to heart disease. This is my dream job. I always wanted to pursue my career in this particular field, and to address the question so as to why I want to treat those patients who are unable to afford the treatment charges, the expenses. Becoming a doctor is not easy at all, I would say. It needs a lot of hard work, dedication, determination, and sacrifices, patience are everything to become a doctor. Sacrifices of our comfort zone, of our entertainments, of our everything. Because it is the case of serving a lot many people. Doctor is said to be God of earth because he is the one who saves the patients. And to become a doctor is a long journey of about 14 to 15 years. First, if I could do that, I would first have to clear the NEET exam, the well-known entrance exam, then about 5.5 years of MBBS course, then 1 year of internship, then again NEET PG exam, then MSMD, that is Master of Medicine or Master of Surgery. So I just want to say that it is not easy to become a doctor. It's a great success if someone becomes a doctor. And I am well prepared, mentally prepared to become a doctor. I am ready to sacrifice my everything to become a doctor and to serve the patient.
Of Ganges House, and I am going to speak upon the topic if I could live back my old days. I would love to relive my childhood if I would be given a chance to go back in time. Those were definitely the best days of our life, without any career tension, peer pressure, family pressure, etc. I would not complain about a specific mistake of my past which I would like to fix. I would just like to get lost in those beautiful days. And if you ask me of a specific moment, I was in LKG when one day my father was a bit late after the school got over, and I started crying. And I slept crying in the classroom, and when I woke, I was in my father's lap. Then he took me to a shop where he bought me toys and chocolates, and that was the best day of my childhood which I remember because I was in my father's lap. Childhood is definitely the best time of anyone's life, and to find a way to relive it would be the greatest invention humankind could ever do. I know it's hypothetical, but I wish.
It is dependent on us, the future of the country. A very hearty good morning to one and all present over here. Myself Sakshi Kumari from Ravi House, and I am here to express my views on the topic how artificial intelligence is gonna shape our future. Artificial intelligence is basically making a machine intelligent. It is gonna play a very vital role towards the development of a country in a positive way. Let me start with the basic features. Education. You all must be knowing that our principal sir often sends us message that you should have weight heavy bags not to bring in school. Actually, AI can help in it. Children having the discipline, they can bring tablets in school and they can work in this. It would make their body posture very nice and they will have a positive posture. And it was also in the security case. If we talk about the security, you must also be aware of the Kolkata case in our country. The security system lacked there. That was the reason that the incident happened. If AI can help there, it would be the security because it can help more CCTV cameras installed there and the AI generated robots that would work for us 24/7 without any like. Also corruption. In our country, we are doing online transaction. In the online transaction, it is having all the records and what we are talking about. So it could eventually lead to less corruption. Employment rate would also increase in our country as people would work for software engineering and other things, web management, mobile development and a lot many things. Everything is gonna have its pros and its cons. So there's also gonna have some negative effect. Manipulating artificial intelligence, people not having their original voice, but artificial intelligence can change its voice and speak in that manner. It would make it feel that that only person is speaking this. You must be used to social media. You know that when you are scrolling reels, some reels come that way. Like it happened with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He was manipulated, like he didn't say something, but through artificial intelligence, it was made to feel that actually he was the one saying. It also happened with the American artist. She rejected the offer that AI should not use her voice, but instead it happened in the country. Everything will have its positive and negative effects, but what we need to do in our country is to keep things in the mind how to do something in a positive way. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, Shakshi. Our next participant of Ravi House is Manisha Patel, who is going to speak on the topic, where there is a will, there is a way.
In simple words, the proverb, when there is a will, there is a way, means that if you are dedicated and determined enough to achieve a goal, no obstacles or hardship you face in your life can stop you from achieving it. The factors responsible for your accomplishment are most importantly determination and dedication. In fact, these factors matter a lot more than just motivation. You might not accomplish a goal just because you are motivated. Of course, the willingness for us to accomplish a goal has a reason behind it. But the random motivation we get at 3 a.m. to just change the world around does not really help. And if you have to be constantly nagged and motivated in your pathway, it won't really work. But if you are determined enough to not get distracted and to face the obstacles in your life and face the hardship, you will eventually achieve your goal. I would like to take the example to justify my words. I would like to take the example of Dr. Abdul Kalam. Despite not being well brought up,
Let me take an example of the movies we see. In movies we often watch, we see that the protagonist is entrapped in a web of difficulties, challenges, and later in the end part, we see that he or she has overcome the challenge, and then we see them in the phase of victory. To draw an analogy, to draw a parallel reasoning with that, we can say that if there's a challenge, there's a solution. So, the proverb, every cloud has a silver lining, means that every challenge comes with a solution. But I would like to add something in this. Every challenge has a solution, I agree. Provided we have that alert mind and openness to overcome that challenge, to tackle it. Most of us feel afraid to even see the things that are around us. But in nature, if we see, nature has always paired up the things. For example, if we have day, we have night. If we have good, if we have bad. Then why won't the nature who has made the problem give us a solution? Our teachers always say that please read the questions properly. Why do they say this? Because they know there's some information hidden in the question itself that would give the hint to the solution. Okay, coming to the examination, since we are coming over to September, we are very close to our half-yearly examinations. So I remember that my childhood, when I used to do mistakes in my annual examinations and half-yearly examinations. What do these examinations signify? See, when we give the examinations, we do a lot of mistakes. We think that, oh, I did it wrong, I could have done it better. It's okay, you could have done it better, but that was a challenge for you at that moment because you couldn't solve it right, even if you do that question. But you have to remember that you have to overcome this. You need to remember what mistakes have you done. You need to learn from them. You need to learn and then adapt to these tackles, these challenges. Life is not very easy. In Gita it is written and it is also spoken by Sri Krishna that when a child is born, before his or her birth, he or she remembers the bad and good karmas of his life. But when he or she is finally born, they do not remember what have they done in their past life. But they don't remember what they have done in their past life.
Emulsify your personality and also will help you to grow. Now I would tell you about a very famous saying, that is, you should not see the halfly emptied glass, you have to notice the halfly filled glass. And this shows that your positive thinking will how it will allow you to grow. Now it is also the positive thinking also come in hand to hand.
Future which led to make your work a pending work. But how is it related to a student life? A student life is not a normal life. It's a journey to success and to achieve your dreams. So how do we achieve it? We achieve it by making timetables, by applying it in a real life. But we do not. We delay our works. We keep our work for future. This leads to procrastination. But why do we procrastinate? There are some reasons, like we are not interested in doing the particular work, or we are not able to control our mind that we have to do our work in the proper given time, or we get distracted easily. Let's take an example of a student who went on a study table for studying. He has his exams next week, but he's least interested in the subject. He went on the study table. As it's online education era, he opened his device, he went to YouTube and went to the suggested video. But as he is distracted, he continuously sees the time when will the video will get completed. But his distracted mind went to the recommendation section of this YouTube and sees how will a girl spend his day with only 100 rupees. We all will get distracted easily. I too will get distracted easily. But this is what leads to procrastination. This will lead the guy to leave the work and went to other, and this may lead to make his work pending, and he might be not able to complete the preparation for his exams. This has occurred to him, and he didn't able to complete the exam. He kept on delaying his work till the last day when his exams were there. Last day he prepared all, but some of the silly things might have left because he didn't prepare for the exams very well. So he didn't succeed very well and he didn't score very well. This shows that this distraction lead him to losing his marks and he didn't get successful. This shows that procrastination is the main evil of a student life, which leads to make our work pending and get completed on time. So we can control it by doing some of the things. Like if you are not able to control your mind, you can start avoiding your mind, and it's very easy to trick your mind and to complete the work on time. Start avoiding yourself for a particular thing. Like if we complete this task, we will get something which makes us happier. Or if you get distracted easily, start doing yoga in your particular everyday life, so that your mind gets focused and we do not procrastinate easily and the works get completed very fast. Thank you.
Thank you, Swastik. Our last participant of Sutlej House is Hariom. The role of social media in changing our opinion. First of all, let us understand what is the actual meaning of this topic. The topic is pretty self-explanatory. Remember the time when eating great foods, exercising regularly was not a trend, it was a necessity. And now everything we do, we want to record it and put it on that damn social media to gain that fake followers, that fake fames, likes and comments, which we'll never use again. And today, people on social media influenced by those influencers who don't have any job to do. They sit on camera, switch on the camera and start criticizing each other on any topic mindlessly. These influencers are great, brilliant minds of our country. These influencers come forward in the front of camera and they don't have any topic. They just want to criticize, they want that fake fame, that fake publicity to make their future bright. Our father, our great-grandfather, our great-great-grandfather were the people who lived with their life without social media. And if you see their lifestyle, I don't think they will see any flaw in their lifestyle. If we want to study, we use YouTube, they use books. If we want to play, we use that damn phone. They used to go to playground. If we want to entertain, we use Netflix and chill, their Amazon Prime and other OTT platforms. They used to play with their friends, which will help them in their bad times.
Tough competition. I feel the judges might have had a difficult time judging because it was a neck-to-neck performance by all of you. It seemed that none of you wanted to give up. None of you wanted to leave the podium. You all wanted to pull, you all wanted to give your best. So that was also something encouraging as being teachers, seeing you grow. But few things, children, which you still need to work on is your grammatical errors. And this, what we always keep discussing, what is being discussed in the assembly by Principal Sir, his videos when you see, there are so many videos which he shares where he tells you about the loopholes of our communicative English. One very good example which I was watching in Sir's video, and very recently I came across that situation, the pronunciation of England and England, and there was one chapter in class 10th English when one student pronounced England and the rest of them, they just smiled because they remembered Sir's very recently shared video where he had pointed out. So very minutely, these things are being pointed out for you children and for you to learn. So so many of you spoke on social media, online teaching, the pros and cons of it. So when these such things or videos are being shared or discussed in the class, you need to open and see that instead of what Swastik said, getting deviated. If you have opened a video and you get deviated by something else, stay focused on your goal. What you wanted to study, what you have sat down to study, focus on that, because that is what is going to teach you. And this is one such competition, children, which where your whatever knowledge you have from your past experience, your preconceived knowledge, your reading, your reading of anything that comes across you. These are the things which help you to stand here on the stage on this very day to present your views. Because you get your own time, you are the master of your performance. What you do, you get that time slot, you prepare yourself. It was very encouraging to listen to all of you, and all the best to all the participants first. So now I would like to call on stage Manoj Mishra sir, one of the judges. He is going to guide you on whatever he felt as far as the competition goes. Sir, please.
Thank you, Jasveer ma'am. Honorable Principal sir, most respected parents, learned colleagues, dear students and participants of the day. It has been very enriching experience for all of us, I wish, because we got an opportunity to listen almost 36 topics in today's competition. If I talk about Group B, topics were common of day-to-day experience and the participants spoke very well, except, as Madam pointed out, there were some grammatical errors and most of them were related to use of verb form. Participants of Group B, please pay attention. Where were mistakes in your delivery, your speech? Verb form. Like if you are talking something about in the past tense, you are narrating incident of past tense and using verb in the present tense. So sequence of tense, that was also lacking somewhere. And second most prominent mistake, they were related to number, singular number and plural number. That is also connected with the verb form. So this you all need to improve. Remaining your content, it was praiseworthy. You all have thought very well, as already comparers and Jasveer Madam pointed out that this very competition extempore, without preparation in advance, you are given topic, you think and speak. So what is important in extempore competition? Your thinking ability, presentation skill, body language, eye contact, creativity, and finally clarity in your thoughts. How to prioritize your thoughts means sequencing of thoughts. So these all we noticed very well, except somewhere like body language and eye contact. This I had pointed out in previous competition also, that when we are speaking in front of audience, so we should try to move our eyes, and that is eye contact. Body language, we should be confident, because you are speaking, you have prepared very well. Whatever you have prepared, that is only final. So there should be no fear. Whatever you are speaking, they all are listening. And I would like to thank all the audience that you all were very patient listener today. Shraddha Vanam Labte Jnanam.
Lovely children and all participants. Already Manoj sir has covered things in detail. I normally go to classes 11th and 12th, all the 6 sections. I'm in touch with them, but it's not possible for me to go to all the classes and see what's happening there. So these are the occasions, these competitions, when I see you all performing. It gives me the picture that what's happening inside the classrooms. And today's competition really has made me very happy to see so many speakers of the classes coming here and putting across their views. They got the topics about 5 to 10 minutes before they got the chance to come onto the stage. And they managed to speak. So that conveys that inside the classroom also you should realize the importance of those classes. You should also realize the importance of coming together, as one of the participants spoke in one of the groups. I think in this group itself, offline classes and online classes. And in offline classes, you get the opportunity of interacting with your friends. You come to school to interact. Your interpersonal skills can grow only in offline mode. Are you utilizing those movements? Are you interacting with your friends in the language that you want to communicate? Those of you who must be doing that, their performances or their communication skills naturally become better. We are not against any other language in the country. The National Education Policy says that we should interact in our mother tongue also. But we are here with some purpose. You're studying in DPS to learn English also. That is your main task. Hindi also we are giving equal weightage. In Hindi also we have all the competitions that we conduct for English. If you have the desire to do well in both the languages, naturally you have to ensure that you learn the language skills. Language skills are 4. First is listening. Second is speaking skill. Third is reading. And fourth is writing. And as any other skill, you want to become a swimmer. Again, one of the topics was on theory and practical. And the participant told us so nicely that is it possible for us to learn jumping theoretically? It's not possible. Similarly, because language learning is a skill, as any other skill, how can you learn the skill? How can you become better in that? Suppose you want to become a swimmer or a driver, or you want to drive well, you want to ride a motorcycle well, you want to swim, you want to paint, you want to draw, you want to sing. How will you become better? By practicing. Similarly, language skill also, all these 4 skills. Listening skill, you have to listen also. Then you have to speak also, you have to read also, and you have to write also. The ones who will spend time in doing these 4 activities will surely become better in that language. So my advice is to delve into things deeper. Read. The more you will read, the better you will become in your vocabulary, in your expressions, in your pronunciation. Nowadays you have access to mobiles. You can check the pronunciation of each and every word. You don't have to go to any other source. So utilize those things to your benefits. And when trouble comes, never lose your heart. Always, the darkest clouds also have a silver lining in them. Every tunnel has a light on the other side. The darkest of nights also has a dawn. So remember all these good things. Pick up books. The other day I was talking to your teachers, just yesterday, Jasbir and Priyanka ma'am, about benefits of picking up books and reading. You can get any topic. So how to be good in all the topics? Again, you have to read. Earlier we used to prescribe few books, novels for your classes. But now since the educational boards tells us to give less number of books, we don't prescribe them. But however, the importance of reading doesn't get reduced by all these policies. Request your parents. Parents are here, I would also request them. Provide as many books to them as possible. Markets are full of books. Unfortunately, probably in this area we don't have good bookshops. When you go to cities, visit them, pick up books on essays. When you are free, read those essays. Pick up books on proverbs. Proverbs and idioms. Then each proverb, when you read, it is expanded and explained in one paragraph or two paragraphs or 2 pages. So once you will read that, you will never forget that proverb and you will make it part of your learning. It will enrich your language. Proverbs enrich the language that we use. So read these books and enhance your knowledge. I wish all the participants all the best and I congratulate them for being selected. They got selected and they spoke so well. Few of you will get the prizes, others should not get demotivated. Thank you.
Judges and principals, sir. Without you, the fair judgment has been instrumental in making this competition a success. Your presence here has truly elevated the standard of our performances. A big thank you to all the participants whose dedication and exceptional talent had made this competition a truly memorable one. Dear audience, your enthusiasm and support for your houses have been truly inspiring. Your encouragement has created an atmosphere of friendly competition. A special thanks to the parents. Your guidance is the backbone of our students' success. Your presence here today means a lot to us and has motivated the participants to give their best. Guidance and mentorships of house wardens have played a crucial role in preparing the students for this competition. Your efforts behind the success has been gone unnoticed and are deeply appreciated. I also want to acknowledge and thank you all those who have been directly or indirectly connected to this competition. Your contribution, whether big or small, have been vital in making this competition run smoothly. Lastly, I extend my gratitude to our school management for providing us with the platform to showcase our talent and for the unwavering support in organizing such enriching events. Thank you and have a nice day.